Sergio, I hope I pronounced that right. Could you please give an introduction about yourself?
Hello, Rokas. How are you? Good to meet you. Sure. Hi, my name is Sergio. I am from Bolivia, South America. For those of you who don't know where it is, um, I am an electrical engineer and I have a master's degree on business administration. I joined the real world 3 months ago. It has been a wonderful journey from there. I have learned so much things about myself and I have been able to restructure some of the things that I was doing, and it has helped my business a lot.
Okay, how did you find out about the real world? Let's start there.
I was on social media and I saw some videos of Andrew Tate, and I said, "Man, I love the relationship that he has with his brother." Because at that time, my relationship with my brother was not the best one. So it really get me the videos and the way he talk and most of the things he said. And one of the times he went live on Rumble, he said, "Hey, we're uh, running an AI course, so if you want to join, this is the time. Don't be late. Don't be lazy. Don't be arrogant because you don't know everything." So I say, "Hey, he's right. I do not know everything. I have to learn what is the world going," and I join.
hmm Nice. And what were you expecting prior to joining? And was it different to your expectations?
Um, Coming from Andrew Tate and his recommendation, everyone, at least me, I expected the top of education. And yes, I have to say, I am not a very digital person. I am not good at this computer stuff. I am more person to person. My skills are more social than in a computer. So it took me a while to being able to be at least a good performer. But yeah, it surpasses my expectation of the course.
Okay, very nice. And I would like to know a month by month breakdown. You said 3 months, I believe, that you've been in the real world. So from when you joined, month by month, how has it helped you? In what way?
Um, I have a business that it is done person to person. It's a B2B business, but if there is a little business in the other part, you always have to present yourself and give a good presentation and keep tracking on the people. So one of the things that has really helped me a lot was making content on social media and being able to reach a lot of people, because that is a pre-qualification of your customers. If you can pre-qualify them on social media and they will reach out like a funnel channel, it will be a lot of easier. You can uh, save time and of course make more profit.
Mhm. But if you were to say month by month, would you remember, like again, what you learned in those months, how you applied it?
Okay. Yeah, first month I started working on content creation. I wanted to know how it works, AI, making prompts, doing that kind of things, uh, making good images that attract the people's attention, to retain them the enough time to sell them my business. The second month I started with the business mastery, and that really gave me a lot of clarity of some of the things that I was doing, and I didn't know that it was good, and I have to tell that to my staff, to my sales team. And the third month I just make a deep jump into those two camps, and also social acquisition, customer clients acquisition. That is a very important part
Hmm.
of what I am studying right now, and I believe that, as I said, it's a fun world to be alive these days, and you have to make everything that you can and be on the top to do not waste a lot of time, because most of the people in my business, at least, they took hours and hours of work and they just don't buy anything.
Hmm. Okay. Considering you've gone through content creation, business mastery, client acquisition, how would the resources within the real world compared to if you were just to learn what you know now from the internet?
Excuse me, can you repeat that
Right.
one more time, please?
Okay. So, how different are the resources and learning material and everything within the real world compared to if you were trying to learn this from the internet?
That's a very good question. I have to say, there is no other platform on the internet that is gonna teach you what you are learning in the real world. There is only one way to learn, and it is being in the streets. Um, yeah, you have to be in the streets and make your own mistakes to learn from that. This is my third company. I have to say proudly that I went broke in the other two, so I have learned many lessons there. And yes, it has helped me a lot to learn of my mistakes and do not make them this time. So if you want to learn or have this kind of knowledge, there is only two paths. You have to do things, make mistakes and learn from them, or you can join the real world and make your path way, way, way more easy.
Mhm. Right. Learn from the mistakes of others and very in depth knowledge on that as well. Okay. Sounds good. And since you said two prior businesses, what's that about? Let's go into your backstory then. What was your life like before you joined the real world, and what were those two businesses about that you just mentioned?
Okay. First, I said that I am an electrical engineering, so I work for a national company of my country. So it was a good job. It was kind of boring because the only thing that I had to do was being in front of a computer, put three keys, then an enter, and then wait 2 hours to make a resume of what the computer was saying. So to not make the story very long, I have to say that I had a girlfriend at the time, and this was the first time that one of the girlfriends breaks up with me. So she breaks up with me, and it was like a very powerful emotional hit because it was never happened before. And I was always like a very intelligent, but cognitive intelligent, not emotionally intelligent. And that was my part that I have to improve on. So God gives you things in your way to make you
Mhm.
grow as a person, and this was one of them. After this happened, I started to re-evaluate my life and said, "Hey, is this really what you want? You want to be here 40 years and make this all your life and have a regular average life?" And I said, "No, man, I don't like that. So you have to quit." And I told my boss, "Hey, boss, I want to quit. I don't like being behind a computer." He told me, "No, you're good. Please go to the floor upstairs and you're going to be able to travel. Don't go. You're going to be very good at this company." I didn't like it. So I took off of the company, and I started at MBA, Master of Business Administration. I got a little clarity of what I wanted to do. So I started a company. It was a digital company, like a little Amazon, but for market, like Amazon Market
Mhm.
in my city. I have to say that things were doing good at least 3 months. I had closed a deal with a company in my city. And one of those days, the general manager calls me and says, "Hey, Sergio, can you come please to the office? I want to talk with you." "Sure." I go to the office and he says, "Please have a seat. Hey, Sergio, we were looking at everything that you're doing, and we just realized that we can do this by ourselves. We don't need you. So thank you very much." At least he shook my hand and he said, "Thank you very much. Bye bye, but we don't need you. We're not going to give away our money." And I was like, "Man, what happened?" We were working at least 3 months before that meeting, and it was like there was something that I didn't make, and I didn't make a paper, a legal paper to compromise and to do the work with me. So I took my responsibility in the business at least, and I had some uh, programmers. I don't know if the
Mhm.
word
Yeah,
is in
yeah,
English.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, they were doing the work. So I told them, "Hey, that is no longer going to be the client. We are going to find, well, I am going to find another client. So please keep producing, but I am not going to give you all the colors because we have to match the colors of the page and everything with the company." So I went out and looked for other companies. I have to say that it was really fun. And after being able to work with, well, after being able to give my presentation to 5 companies and none of them say yes, I realized what is the problem here. The problem was that I didn't know how to sell. So I said, "Hey, it's not them, it's me. I have to learn how to sell. That's it. I have to learn how to sell." So long story short, I looked for internet and said, "What is the most difficult product to sell?" It was life insurance. I said, that's what I'm gonna sell." So I enter a company here in my city, and I was like bragging at my home, "Hey, you are looking at the top performer at the company." I haven't sold one insurance at that time. So you're looking at the future top sale. So in my house, they make a little laugh of me. So I entered the company. It was January. I didn't sell anything. Zero. February, zero. March, zero. So I am a little, I don't know if the word is obstinated, but I don't like to lose. I don't like to lose. So I did what anyone could do. I took my phone, make 200 calls or more a day, and start making meetings with clients. Most of them didn't even pick up the phone. Some of them may pick up the phone. So I started working on that. Even like that, on April, I won't forget my check. My first check in the insurance company was for 5,200. Holy moly! I really like that check. So that check meant a lot of me. Not because of the money, but because of that meant that I could do something that I wanted to do. That it was learning how to sail. By July of that year, that this was on 2019, I was able to sell 22,000. My commission was 22,000, and by October it was at 35,000. So in October I said, "Hey, now you have proved to yourself that you can sell. So stop wasting time in other activities and get back to what was your initial plan." So, as I had money at that time, what I did was I said, "Now I don't need this supermarket to make the deal. I am going to make it by myself." So I launched my own business
Mhm.
right before the pandemic. So it was very, very good because here in my city, everything was sealed. Nobody can walk, nor even drive a car, but I have a permission, so I can drive all the city around. It was like very very profitable months.
And you could do that because you had a business?
Yeah, because my business, I left the insurance company and I started that business. I said, hey, what is what people always gonna need? People have teeth, so they're gonna need dentrific. People have, I don't know how to say, but they have butts. They are going to use the bathroom, so you can sell toilet paper. And people
Oh,
always are having kids.
okay.
So as people are always having kids, they are gonna need diapers.
Mhm.
So my niche was selling
Okay.
diapers, toilet paper, and things of that are very, very
Essential, basically.
yes, yes. But the cycle of rebuy is was short.
Mhm.
So I started selling diapers, and then the pandemic started. So the government closed everything, but I had a permission to go out and make a distribution
Mhm.
of my things. So it was a very very uh, good and profitable months because I was able to sell very good thousands of bolivianos, even thousands of dollars in every week. So it was a very very good season.
Mhm.
But everything has its ups and downs, and after a few months, like maybe 6 months or 7 months, everyone was starting to sell the same items that I sell. So my profit went down, and I was making more work, but not having the same profit or even lower than before. So I decided to close that company.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was the best. As I said, there are some things that you do without knowing, but when you look back, you realize that you make a very good choice. It
Mhm.
was a very good choice to closing that company because if I would have keep putting my money, I would have drained and won't be able to save my next company. So that one closed also, and now I started this other company that it has been a wonderful journey. I have to say that one of the things that I have learned over the years, and Pate also says, is that when you are asked to do something, you say, "Of course I can." You you just send them a wire to you send them a link to make them pay you, and once they pay you, you have to learn how to deliver, and
Mhm.
you have also to deliver your promise.
Okay.
So yeah, it has been a wonderful
Mhm.
months, years, and yeah, it's kind of fun.
Okay. And after you closed that business, how did it end up leading you again to the real world and to what you do now? Because there's still a bit of a gap there.
Okay, after I closed that business, I had some money saved. I didn't know what to do, and I was open to do most of the things. If selling bricks is gonna give you money, I'm sure you're gonna love bricks and you're gonna sell them. So I said, "Hey, what are you good at?" Because I instead of putting work into some things that I am not decent at, I prefer to put my worth, my work into things that I'm good at to be perfect, to be at the top level. So I said, "Hey, what are you good at?" "I'm good at selling. I have proven myself that I can sell." So I said, "Okay, you can sell. What else?" "I am good solving problems. I am." Some of my friends told to me that I am Mr. Wolf. Did you watch Pulp Fiction?
Yes, I did. I don't know how much of it I remember though, but
Do you
depends
do
which
you
part.
remember Mr. Wolf?
I
That
don't
there
know
is
the
a scene
names.
that Samuel Jackson shoots in the head one person, and all the car is a mess, and they were saying, "Hey, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We just have to call him." "Call who?" "Mr. Wolf." And then Mr. Wolf comes in a suit and solves everything.
Mhm.
Some of my friends told me that I am Mr. Wolf.
Nice.
So I said, "Hey, I am good solving problems. I am good selling things." So I believe it is a great niche to start this company here. And I started my company. I opened a company here in Bolivia. So it was doing great. So I opened another company in another country, and now in 2024 I am opening the third company. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's been a journey.
And then how has, again, the real world contributed to any of those companies? Is there any more to add there?
Is there any?
Any more to add there on how the real world has contributed?
Yes, one of the things is first, as I said, it's processes that Andrew Tate is giving you like little lessons to learn from him. And once you have done what I did with those other two companies and learn from my mistakes, learn about a, accountant and money and saving and paying your providers, suppliers and clients and seeing credit and most of the things, you realize that you can do things more simpler. Just just do everything fast, everything that you can do it within an hour. Don't put it until tomorrow if you can do it today. Other of the things is that you have to deliver what you promise.
Mhm.
You promise, you deliver. Some of my clients do business with me because I don't mind losing money, but I do mind fulfilling
Mhm.
my word. If I say I am going to do something at one price, and then maybe the the the, the providers change the price, we shook hands
Mhm.
at one price, and I am going to do that. So
Mhm.
that is one of the things that they like. One of the other things that they like is that I do everything fast. I don't like to put the things until tomorrow if I can do it today. The real work just gives you more clarity. If you have already has business and you took the business mastery, you're gonna have more clarity in everything that you do. You are gonna be able to present and do things faster. And also, what I believe that it is a practical part of every success is that you will be able to have processes and be able to give those processes to your team. And you can do things by yourself, but if you do things as a team, you're gonna do it one faster and you're gonna do it
Mhm.
quicker, and you're gonna be able to do more. So fulfill your word, do it fast. And in the camp of uh, AI,
Honor?
I believe,
Oh,
yeah,
content
yeah,
creation and AI.
yeah. I believe that it is very essential to all of us to being able to understand AI and use it in a ways that you can grab attention. Because in this time, if you talk with every people under 25, they are going to be watching their phone at least two times in a minute. You are talking to them, they are with you, but even like that, they are. So
Mhm.
you just can't keep attention. And AI, I believe that it is a great tool to being able to grab attention and may make a funnel of it. You have to use social media, you have to use AI, you have to use most of the tools that you have to being able to grab people's attention, being able to separate them, make a qualification if they can be a customers or if they cannot. Because you have to understand that you can sell to everybody. You maybe can sell to anybody, but you can sell to everybody because not everybody is going to be interested in your business. And you just have to learn that and make the proper qualification faster to be able to save time and obviously make more for your business.
Right. Okay. And with all of that, how much would you relate to the real world in terms of earnings since joining?
In terms of earnings, I have to say that, yeah, I will say that the real world has helped me at least to win like $7,000 to $8,000 in these 3 months.
Hmm.
So it's a real help. It's been very helpful, and it's only going to be more and more and more helpful because with the time you just keep improving and improving.
Hmm. And when you say 7 to 8,000, is that dollars or your local
Yes,
currency?
no,
Okay.
dollars. Yes.
And in Bolivia, then what's the average wage for someone, just for comparison?
Mm, the basic salary for a average person is like $350. So if you make over 1.5, you are doing very good, and if you do over 2.5K, you are doing really good.
Yeah.
So I have to say that yes, it's
Very
the
solid.
real
Okay.
world really can change your life. Yeah, the real world can change your life if you put the work, if you're not lazy, and if you don't think that you know everything. Because trust me, not me, not you, not everybody knows everything about everything. We have to be a little humble and learn from other people.
All right. And since you're on this trajectory now, where do you see your life heading in the short term, medium term, and long term?
Okay, in the short term, I just want to have everything very standard in these two countries that my company is in, and in the midterm, I want to open the company in other countries. So that is what I am pointing out this 2024. And in the long term, what can I say? Only God knows what is better, but I have a plan. I have a vision to it, and you know, the vision is quite funny, quite interesting, and I don't want to share it right now. And if I share it, I would like to save this video to you so you can show them in 10 years and say, hey, this was his vision in 2023,
Hmm.
and look at them on 2033. So, do you want to save the video or
Yeah, I think
can
it
I?
would be good because, again, these will be timeless. You can look back on this in 10 years. So, for sure. If you're happy revealing, then do so.
I believe that life is very interesting. You don't know where you're gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna do. You don't even know if you're gonna be alive. So, I adopted one of the Tristan sayings that you have to spend 50% of your money as if you're gonna live 50 days, and you're gonna spend 50% of your money as if you're gonna live 50 years. So, in the long term, 10 years, I don't know where I am going to live. What I am really sure is that I'm not going to live in only one country. I am going to be between Bolivia, Brazil, that I like, is a very big country here in South America. In Europe, I would like to be in the UK because in the business, if you I do business with China, so here I have 12-hour difference with China. I have to be basically awake all night to be able to make my business. And if I move to UK, I will be able to only have a 6-hour difference with them. So it will be very helpful for the body
Hmm.
because you can only be awake certain times, certain hours of the day. So I am not planning to be nomad, but yes, I would like to have at least 3 bases all over the globe. South America, North America, and Europe. I like very much Europe, and I would like to have a wife, blonde. I don't know if with green eyes, but light eyes. You know what I'm talking about. You have seen them in your country.
Mhm.
I am pretty sure. I would like to have kids, not only three companies, but I like to have. I will have. This is a this is a statement. I will have at least eight companies in 10 years. Some of them are gonna be still in my current business. Some of them I am planning to make diversification. So it's gonna be. I have already seen all the other companies that I am planning to do. One of them is steel because construction is key. No matter if it is 22 or if it is 2040, there is always going to be construction. Maybe the techniques are going to change, but there's always going to be construction. So construction is a very good business to be involved with. So yeah, that's the plan. Having companies, living in several countries, at least three, and having a wife, kids, being able to. This is what I have. There is only five or six Ferrari Sergio Pininfarina. As you know, my name is Sergio, so I have to have at least one of those cars. Ferrari Sergio. The price is about 6 million.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
yeah, give me
Well,
10 years, you will see me with a Ferrari Sergio.
good. And now that you've said all of this, there you go. We'll be held accountable in 10 years
I
to
have I
continue.
have I have to fulfill it.
Yes, indeed. All right, will be interesting as time progresses, as you progress, as you develop, as you encounter new challenges. Just again, how you face them, how you overcome them, and you'll be able to even show your kids this one day. That look, I I said all this, and then in 10 years, look how far I've come. So that'll be really cool as well. And yeah, it was
Thank you for your time.
pardon.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to express myself and also giving a little advice for the people that is join the real world. You're going to learn so much if you're maybe inclined to do some business or if you want to work for a company in social media that is exploding these times, these days, these years. This is the place to stay. This is the place to learn and do it not only for yourself, not only for your vision that you have, do it also for your family because money is the sixth sense. It helps you to enjoy the other five.
Fair enough. And a very good note to wrap up on. So yeah, Sergio, thank you for sharing your stories, and it was interesting the businesses you created before, how those developed, and very good, solid plans for future. So look forward to seeing how those play out as well. We'll be able to keep in touch for that. And yeah, again, thank you for coming on, and I wish you all the best, Sergio.
Thank you very much, Roca. See you. Bye bye.